if anybody will watch this video. I was just thinking of something. It's kind of crazy. What are the chances that the United States would be 50-50? Like how come it's always like in the government, it's always half Democrats, half Republicans. It's always like 50-50 all the time. Like it's been a constant battle, like for years, for a century, right? It's always like half and half. It's always this battle. It's always this. What are the chances that through all this time that 70% wouldn't be a Republican or 70% wouldn't be a Democrat? How come it's always been 50-50, man? It's always right on that line where there's always like, oh, we're fighting for the House, we're fighting for the Senate, you know, the presidency, and like, and then people get put into office, but it's always like 50. It's always so close, you know. You would imagine after a couple hundred years that one of the political parties would become the majority and just rule everything. It just don't make sense. It's like, what are the chances, and why? And why? Like why is it that like it always seems to be almost 50-50? You know, it's always so close to 50-50 when you know, during the votes, like the vote for president, it was so close, 50-50, so close. But why? Like, what makes our country divide that way? Like, after all these years, like I said, after all these years, why hasn't it became like this side, you know, this Democrats and Republicans, right? So how come it's not like 80% Republican or 80, like it just blows my mind. Like, has anybody ever thought of that? Like, why is it always like 50-50, like close to 50-50 with the Democrats and Republicans and all these different votes? Like for the presidency, right? It was the vote was so close, you know. They actually said Hillary Clinton got more of the general vote or something, but then Trump won like the more influential votes or something like that. They call it the what do they call that? They call it the super delegates or something like that. Is it called super delegates? It just seems strange to me, man. Like, what are the chances that and like, think about the population, right? What would naturally drive such a close country? Like, what would drive that? It just seems strange to me. It's amazing, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, yo, why is it always like half and half? Like, it's like, what in our society in the United States of America makes it so that it's always half and half? Hello, my old friend. Yo. I can whistle. Oh man, what happened? I used to be able to whistle real well. Some people go like this with their finger. They go. Hold on, my mouth is dry. Let me see if I can do this. I ain't whistled in a while. Some tea. There we go. That's fun. How many people whistled today? When was the last time you whistled? How about this? I can go forever, yo. It's weird that you do that, dude. It like does something to your mind, man. It's pretty wild, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like the next time you feel like anxiety or depressed, just do that. You'll be like, oh, I swear it does something. It like clears your head. It's pretty wild. Hello, my old friend. My situation's at the end. I'm starting a new step in life, a new direction, yo. Making up words to songs I don't even know. I just washed my dishes. I had some pineapple juice. Yo, like when I got done with all my pineapples, there was juice left. It's a little bit, you know. I drank that. I drank some green tea. I had some almonds, some banana, half a banana. Yeah. Every time I try to freestyle now, the first thing that comes to mind is like, yo, speculations, contemplations, contemplations, and directions. The directions with the insanity to the planet. How about this, man? Yo, I was walking down the street, walk the beat with the heat. Yo, complicate your mind, cause you don't understand the time. Yo, that's what came to mind, but you know what that meant? If you're walking down the street with your heat, that means you had a gun in your, it means you're walking down the street with a gun, dude. Like, that's what popped in my head, man. Like, I don't support that stuff, man. You're walking down the heat with the, walking down the heat. I said walking down the heat. I just woke up, so that's my excuse. Yo, walking down the street with the heat, walk the beat, get the deep. Yo, what rhymes after that? When you first wake up in the morning, try to freestyle. Yo, it's hard as crap. And then right before bed, be like, it's not rap though. This is just nonsense. It's just a hobby of mine. It's fun. I'll be doing it when I'll be making these videos and doing this stuff. Yo, you contradict the contradictions of the mind state. Understand the tuition at the college schools. Get your diploma. Fools don't understand why you want to fly an airplane like an airplane flight attendant walking around giving you drinks. Yo, it's the ever essence. Yo, complicate your mind and open up to the rhyme. Yo, if you walking around like you gotta go to the sound in your ear, walk around your apartment with no fear. Walk around, play the weights and the hates. Understand the debates, debate, the contemplate, the complexion. Understand the direction of my situation. Got the Lex in, yo, the Lex in my garage. Understand with the rocks. How about the Ferrari and the Rari? Yo, what rhymes with Ferrari? I don't even know, cause I'm sorry. Contemplate, yo, in a state of your brain. Understand the situations in your hand. Understand, yo, you gotta understand how to contemplate your legislation and regulation to the